Hello, I'm Dr. Sudharkmurthy. In this video, we will discuss regarding what books to refer whilst you're preparing for LDS and ORE Part 1 examination. The most important and highly recommended book is Oxford Handbook of Clinical Dentistry, widely known as the Pink Book. You need to buy a latest edition of this book in order to be updated regarding the latest guidelines and information. The Pink Book is really concise, and if you feel that you need more material, you could always refer to the relevant textbooks. I read this book at least 3 times before taking my examination. Pink Book doesn't give out all the information and points, and therefore it's recommended that you read Churchill Pocket Book of Clinical Dentistry. I read dental materials, pharmacology as well as radiology from both Pink Book and Churchill Handbook. You could also make notes whilst you're reading Churchill Handbook. The next book to read for basic sciences is this one. So this is also a very concise book, and you could refer to your undergraduate textbooks for certain topics. What undergraduate books to read? Anything really, whatever you read for your BDS. For anatomy, I read Cunningham's Manual of Anatomy because it's got beautiful pictures. ORE candidates are given structures and asked to identify origin and insertion of muscles, blood supply, nerve supply. So this is a good book for you to refer to. I also read B.D. Chaurasia for clinical aspects of anatomy. It's got a lot of stick diagrams and it's easy to understand. For physiology, I recommend Wonders. This is a beautiful book and my most favorite book. Physiology really simplified, lot of illustrations again, and if you find topics difficult in your blue book, you could go back to Wonders and read them. Immunology is really explained well and very important topic for ORE candidates. Therefore, you read immunology in Wonders and then read your blue book. I also read respiratory system, the lung capacities, the exchange of gases in the alveoli and the blood really explained well. So you read physiology first. Always read physiology first because you need to understand the normal functioning of the system before reading something abnormal, that is pathology. And then you read how to rectify it, general medicine. So this order: physiology, pathology and general medicine. This makes it very easy to understand. What's the next book to read? Essentials of Oral Pathology and Oral Medicine by Cosson and Odell. What topics did I read in this book? I liked dental caries, invasion of dental caries in enamel and dentine. A lot of EMQs and MCQs are asked on this topic, and this book explains it really well. And illustrations are very good. Leukoplakia, lichen planus, pyogenic granuloma, squamous cell carcinoma. So ORE candidates, again, you're given questions on these and pictures. So best thing is to refer to this book. Cysts also very nicely explained in this book. What are the books? The next book is Cully, Medical Problems in Dentistry. This is a really large book and you really get lost if you go reading in depth. So just read, what's important. Cully explains systemic disorders in great detail. Diagnosis, prognosis, investigations, and then remedy plan. It's not necessary to read all the topics, just the ones who you find difficult. Next book to read is for oral histology is 10 Kate. Again, don't go into depth. Read your blue book, and if you want some extra information, go back to 10 Kate and read. Lot of illustrations. Tooth morphology, really simplified, beautiful book to read. For radiology, I just read Pink Book and Churchill book. It's just sufficient, but you can refer to Eric Waite's for pictures, like faulty radiographs and tables, and if you've also, when you're solving MCQs, if you can't find information in other books, you can refer to Eric Waite, but don't go into depth again. Have I missed any other books? So next book is Master Dentistry. So this book as well, you don't need to, there are 2 volumes and you don't need to go into depth. Just solve the self-assessment questionnaire which is at the back of each chapter. Please don't miss it because number of questions are asked on the self-assessment questionnaires. And if you find any topic difficult to understand, you can go back to your Master Dentistry and read. I read TMJ disorders. It's really explained well in Master Dentistry. So for MCQs, what books to read for MCQs? Past test series. They are real exam questions and number of questions are asked in exam. So there are 4 books. EMQs for dentistry, best of 5s, MCQs for dentistry and SAQs for dentistry. Solve all of them. Good revision. Just EMQs for dentistry and best of 5s match the exam format. The other 2, MCQs and SAQs, don't match. But don't worry, just practice everything. Also buy online series, which is just £30 and you get a subscription for 6 months. There are over 1,000 questions to solve and you can mix and match the topics as well as questions, and you can set a timer and conduct mock exams on yourselves. I did number of mock exams on the online past test series, very useful. Additionally, they've got questions on law and ethics. No other books have them. Please buy this and conduct a lot of mock exams. What are the books to read for MCQs? If you still have time, you could solve Causon MCQs. There's a book, by Causon on MCQs, as well as 1,000 questions. There is an Australian one. It's called, I didn't solve them because I didn't have much time. 1,000 questions in clinical dentistry by Australian exams. So if you solve all this, MCQs, you will definitely pass the exams. I didn't solve any feedback questions and I found them, I was not comfortable with them because I saw them in the Facebooks and some of them were wrong. The questions were framed wrong. Therefore, I just stuck to the past test series and those books I recommended, and that was just sufficient for me. Final recommendation, just read undergraduate stuff. This is not a postgraduate exam and you don't need to read any postgraduate stuff. Just the undergraduate textbooks and, as simple as that. And then you will be able to pass the examination. Thank you very much for watching. Kindly subscribe and share my videos, as well as comment on the section below. And I look forward to see you in the next video. I'll be discussing regarding guidelines and BDA sheets in my next video. Thank you very much.